The Challenge Parenthood initiative, with the support of key individuals, has procured and donated 5 wheelchairs and a freezer to people living with physical challenges within the state capital, Lokoja. The chief executive of CPI, Eunice Abimbola Abugun, commended the donor Professor Olubenro Jegede and Paul Ukwenya, owner of Lounge 1 Lokoja. She calls for more donors to see the need of the people around them and meet them, saying if people who have could meet the needs of the less privileged, the nation will become a haven for all. Our reporter Faith Abdulgafar has more.
The Chief Executive Director of Challenged Parental Initiative, in collaboration with some stakeholders in the state, procured and donated 5 wheelchairs and a freezer to people living with disabilities in Lokoja. Professor Olubenro Jegede said there is a disability in every individual and there is ability in disability if helped with the necessary support.
The fact that they have these disabilities does not mean they are not able to do many more things. Absolutely. All they need is to move around. And once they can move around, they can sort themselves out. The very first thing is to be able to move. I mean, just like us. You need to be able to move to do anything. As they say in the traditional sense, that no dance or any dance you must dance begins with your hands. Yeah. Think about it. Any dance you want to do begins with your hands. And so any other movement you want to do, apart from that, begins with your feet. So once that is sorted out, they can now go ahead and do whatever. They can start their businesses. They can do whatever. They can go to school. But they just need to go, as the chairman said, to point A to point B.
Jegede noted that what prompted him to do what he has done is to commemorate the memory of his late mother.
I decided to give 4 wheelchairs that we can manage, and 1 was given out yesterday, and the remaining 3 here today, but we have 2. The other person will get it. So it's all to commemorate the departure from this falling world of our mother, and to wish everybody well, and also to use this as a way of appealing to families and individuals, organizations who have the wherewithal to remember people with disabilities.
Eunice Agbogo thanks the donors for their contributions and call for more collaborations.
We want to sincerely say a very big thank you to Professor Olubenro Jegede, who has demonstrated his love in this season of Christmas to the persons with disability by providing them an alternative for them to be able to move. We are calling on well-meaning co-guides and Nigerians to emulate this good gesture. We know there are a lot of people who are, who have the ability to support others. And so we are using this very good example to also call on others to emulate this so we can continue to give life and put smile on the faces of the less privileged.
Saratu Abdurrahim received a deep freezer.
Some time ago, we saw Saratu crawling on the street, and we did try out to well-meaning guides and Nigerians to support us so as to provide her with an aid to get her off the streets crawling. And we were able to get a well-meaning co-guide in person of Honorable Paul, the MD of Lounge 1, who's aided her with a wheelchair and also gave her a startup capital of 50,000 naira to start up her business. However, we did had a discussion with her to ask what exactly she thinks she can do, and she said even on her wheelchair she can do little business. If she has a deep freezer, she will be selling water and drinks, and today, with the support of other partners, in person of Professor Olubenro Jegede and also the owner of Lounge 1, Honorable Paul, we have been able to purchase Saratu with a deep freezer to empower her and also to enable her start up her business.
The chairman of the Plwd, Aroma Ibrahim, with 2 beneficiaries, thanks the donor and commended the executive director of CPI.
Disability without mobility is what disabled us. If not, what we are faced with in life is just an impairment. But if you don't have a mobility, if the environment are not friendly, you become totally disabled. Today, the word disabled have been taken away from these people. What they can be facing from now is just their impairment. They can carry out their activity with this mobility like any other person in the society. So on behalf of persons with disabilities in Kogi State, we say thank you to Professor, and we also say thank you to the mommy who has been the ladder linking us with so many people to wipe our tears, and God will bless you the more.
I feel so happy and I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. So I just want to say thank you all, and may God bless them for attending to us and also hearing our cry. So I just want to say thank you, and may the good Lord bless them.
I also appreciate my chairman who make the way for me to get this opportunity. I greet our professor with our mommy who make us get this thing. So may God bless them.
The CPI has promised to empower one of the beneficiaries along the Government House Road with startup capital to discourage her from begging on the streets. Faith Abdulgafar reporting from MLC TV.